Alright, we waited all week, now let's go smack Gerfler.
He's an elector, dear. We're not necessarily fighting him.
Right, okay, so we smack the mountain.
Close enough. We'll climb Worker Zoramore and see what the elector has for us.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I want to build a house right there. Can I pet it? On Earth are those? She's sprinting. I'm not. That's bad. There we go. Shields up. Orchards are silly. Okay, it's a fluffy, obnoxious thing. Alright, let's do this. What is that? Oh. Right, okay, so I'm learning mechanics this time. I'm saying that too much. Oh. Alright, that was an interesting twist. Okay, now he's got bigger minions. Oh. Now pay attention to who he catches in ice. Those are the ones that aren't going. Okay, I got it figured out. with the icy AoEs. Oshimoi. Everyone's fine. Ah, down you go! You icy bastard! Switch back. I got you, babe. Shields up. There we go. That's better. This is what I like about healing, is no matter what you do, as long as nobody's dead, you're doing a great job. Here we... Oh, that was unexpected. I love the music in here. This is fantastic. And I'll save that for the next mob. Oh no, I've only got 30 seconds. Okay. You live, you learn. There's a lot of updrafts in this place. Oh hey, the crystal birds. Let's beat them up. Oh, my thing wore off. Okay. Uh-oh. That was too slow. That looks bad. I'm gonna avoid that. I don't think avoiding it really mattered. I'm in trouble. Wow, fast on my feet indeed. Need a second. There we go. Pretty sure I don't want to look at that. Good instinct. And down he goes. All right. No, I'm not trying to heal the iguanas. Stairs is kind of a weird choke point, but I can work with it. And shields up. Do the thing. Oh, what are we doing? red to just stack all the buffs on the tank. If anyone knows different, by all means, say something in the comments. I mean, obviously, a DPS buff. Well, never mind. We'll get to that. There's a big guy with big eyeballs. Dawn's Elector. Oh no, we have to fight the Elector.
I am Tural, Elector of the Dawn Servant. Prepare to be tested.
Oh, the other candidates are gonna love this. Alright, light him up.
You are worthy to rule. Chronicles of it. Return the hunger of roiling waters.
Okay, so we're gonna get slid around a little bit. I can live with that.
Chronicles of it. Recount the fury of erupting beaks.
Don't stand on those. Got it.
I will take
Don't
the
you
measure
panic, I got
of
it.
your resolve.
Everyone under my glowing dome.
His breakable strength of the mountain be mine.
Oh, smack these. Okay. Oh no, we eat them. Okay. I don't want to eat them. Do they do damage? They don't seem to do damage, but there seems to be some kind of debuff. Trying to grab more.
Spirit of my brethren, your thunder roars.
Oh, that hurt.
That you should endure my fury. Chronicles of it. Record the cruelty of merciless storms.
So you about to do two at once? Okay, so he's gonna knock us around, and then we're gonna have to dodge volcanoes. Okay, got it. Don't chase me, I'm the healer. Okay, invest in a little health boost in a minute. Uh-oh. Under the dome. I'm gonna have to save the sixth mansion. There we go. was gonna do my emergency heal, but everyone's fine. Okay, somebody light him up. That'll do. Haha. Speech! Speech!
Very good, claimant. Once more, I name myself Gurfulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
Yeah, actually, that's about the size I
Once
expected
my
them to
equal
be.
in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
You speak of the contagion which afflicted the Tural expedition. The one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokhui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise. Preceding the campaign into Tural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
Hey, you guys get to fight him now.
Another claimant, I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
Yep, it's gotta be fair.
Here and now, I think he means.
Oh, I want to see it. At least Ariane looks tired.
Well fought, second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof, you both shall be rewarded.
Yeah, they couldn't animate him holding that lip. He'd have to put it in a basket.
3 to go.
Hey, we're over halfway.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve.
He's a coward.
On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Yes, it is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
No, because they burn their dead.
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Valigarmanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
Oshi moi.
That explains why there are so many.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
His advisor, not so much.
Ah, third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
That's humbling.
Right. Sorry.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarmanda. Your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Kettenrun? The Laminsan explorer? Does this mean he joined Gulul Jaja on his travels?
Kafkiwa, Seeker of the Unknown. How strange to see your name here.
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokui. But their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
He carved his path with martial skill.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Martial skill and clever thinking. I can't compete with Zorolja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
You have his love for peace.
Of course. Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
That's not a good sound.
What in the hells was that?
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigarmanda has broken free.
Oh, wow, we're going
I
straight
presume
from a
that was
dungeon
about
to a
the
trial.
unholy sound?
Yep, we're all about to do something legendary.
Valigarmanda is free.
Hey, Gerfler, we get rocks for this too,
We
right?
need to get back there, now!
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
Riding through the desert on a bird with no name. Feels good to get out of the rain. Perhaps I should gather my stock of jerky in case we're forced to flee. I'm not doing the growly voice. My Batman impression leaves much to be desired to begin with. Oh, Irville. This is a Charlene restorative potion. Drink it slowly. If the Sky Ruin should return here once more, what will become of these crops we worked so hard to flourish? It is a dark day for us all. I must send word to my merchant associates not to travel this way, lest they come to harm. Don't worry, we'll smash that snake bird. Urianger says fire ether pervades the entire village. What happened here? I have a suspicion, but I'm not going to jump ahead. Many of the villagers sustained burns, but the fire found no purchase in these stone buildings. A small mercy. Though Valigarmanda's escape is of dire concern, we must tend to those caught in the conflagration. Nobody says that. Some friendly advice, outsider. Leave this land while you still can. No, I've already killed gods. I'm gonna kill your little snake bird for you. To think a day such as this would come, I must pray for the safety of all in this land. You might also do well to sharpen an axe and help us kill it. Stay with me. We'll have a healer here soon. I definitely read that wrong, but, you know, I skipped ahead. I knew there was something off about the claimant and his mocking laughter. I knew it! No, this can't be. I must evacuate my family. Damn it all, how could this happen? I'll give you a reason. Better yet, I'll give you 2 reasons. Fed you back. There's much I'd explain, but by the time I arrived to investigate a sudden surge in ether, there was already fallen giants everywhere. Right now, everyone's preoccupied with treating the wounded. Try catch your breath and then lend a hand where you can. If you're ready, there are many injured here who need aid. Should you find anyone passed out from their wounds, I ask that you alert me to them. Otherwise, I shall be tending to whoever requires the most urgent healing. We can gather here once we've seen that other people's hurts. Red Mage doesn't heal. That's crazy talk. You are the third Promise's protector. Everything was bathed in bright red. A searing heat enveloped the entire body. I couldn't move. It's nothing serious, but this dryness in my throat, it's as if all the moisture has left my body. As a former military medic, yes, I understand the importance of healing the wounded, but at the same time, when you're actively under fire, your first priority is suppressive fire. I don't know, you move the wounded off the battlefield, and you deal with the threat. Everything burns, the touch of cloth is agony. Yet I will live, believe me, there are others in more dire need of help. Alright, let's go, kill a snake bird. I've done what I can for now. The injured you found were awake and alert then? That is well. We've left the injured as comfortable as we could. Many were suffering from burns to a greater or lesser degree. Did fire sweep through the village? The details are unclear. Once I'd healed the giant attacked by that mountain bird, the group's leader, or Polor, I believe they called him, bade me depart. It was then that I felt an intense wave of ether, and returned to find Warlord's Echo in this state. I rushed over to the first giant I saw. Though delirious with pain, he repeated the same warning. Valagarmanda has broken free, thus that I contact you with all haste. Well, we're going to need more information than that before we can deal with the situation. Yes, we should speak with the temple guard and see what's become of the Sky Ruins prison. Damn it all, how could this happen? Well, I mean, the scene of the crime is directly behind you, and you're looking away from it. We need to find out exactly what's going on. I agree. I'd be glad to learn that this is all some misunderstanding, a futile hope by the look of things. The High Luminary will have returned by now. Hopefully he's found out more than we have. They did say the prison was beginning to fail, but I felt certain it would hold for another few years at least. Was I mistaken? Whatever answers exist await us inside the temple. The High Luminary grants you entry. He awaits you within. Okay.
What happened?
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
You have two heads.
Who enters this hallowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
Oh. And here we have the mighty Valagarmanda.
A terrifying Tural. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Gulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
You mustn't!
But I already have. Rise and rage, little terror.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna be pissed now.
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarbanda. Live up to your legend.
So can I stab him now?
A messenger to Tural has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him!
So, what's the plan?
We kill the snake chicken.
If we leave the Vidral to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valiarmanda.
Me too.
This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the rite of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
You don't have to beg. I'm totally here to kill the snake chicken. Self-cooking hot wings. I'm into it.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Dear comrades now, eh? I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it. Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
Okay, so now we need a really big bag of pigeon feed. Maybe a really big rat, you know, because there's snake involved too.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
If you're resolved to slay Valigarmanda, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Yeah, thanks for volunteering.
Inform the Pelu of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Oh, that's very neighborly of you. Should a claimant reckless enough to free the Skyrune become Dawntrail, what would become of Tural? Slow down, say it right. Tural. Damn it. That fiend Bako Jaja, he's rotten through and through. There's nothing blessed about him. Yeah, I'm looking forward to stabbing him in the face. Two casters releasing spells of fire at the exact same moment, a feat impossible for any but a two-headed Bamusha. When I said I would take on the duties of a guide, that did not include tracking an ancient and terrible Tural Vidral. Still, we can't leave Valigarmanda free to ravage the land. I agree. Starendale, any idea how we can track Valigarmanda? The tried and true method of comparing sightings with other signs of passage is the most reliable, but also the most time-consuming. There is a second option, not as reliable as the first, but if we're lucky, it will let us ascertain the Skyrune's whereabouts far more quickly. Though a Tural Vidral of extraordinary nature, Valigarmanda is still a creature of this world. Like you and me, it is thus sustained by corporeal energy and possesses a unique ethereal balance, which means this device should come in handy. You have a tracking device, and we haven't already been using it? Oh my god. Why is this a thing? A floating hand? Now is about the time for playing with toys. This is no toy. It's an Aether Seeker. As the name suggests, Gleaner use it to detect the ether of living beings. And you've had it in your pack this whole time? I am right there with you. I can calibrate it to follow a specific ethereal aspect. The problem with Valigarmanda, however, is that it can shift freely between elements of fire, ice, or lightning. Well, we know that in order to awaken Valigarmanda from its icy imprisonment, Bako Shasha cast spells which quickened its fire-aspected ether. And the residents here were uniformly affected with burns. Therefore, the logical conclusion is that, upon breaking free, Valigarmanda unleashed a great fiery blast. Then the choice is plain, fire. The Seeker, however, is not without its faults. As we are not able to input our quarry's unique etheric signature in advance, the device will respond to any living source of fire-aspected ether. so we're gonna have 2 misses before we have a hit. So we have a reliable yet slow method of information gathering versus the potentially swift but easily misled greener tool. I say why not pursue both methods at the same time? I agree. Good idea. We'll have the first to fall back on if the second fails. You travel with me then, Mailia. And Anya. In case the Seeker leads me to some other fiery fiend. Okay, we're on escort duty. I'm okay with that. The rest of us can stay behind and talk to eyewitnesses. The more Sky Ruin sightings we can compare, the more accurate our information will be. If no one has any objections, I shall remain here in the village and tend to the Yakoi. You do that. Very few are seriously injured, but I'm wary of wounds inflicted by a creature like Valagramanda. I should like to be close at hand should their condition suddenly worsen. Right, it sounds like we all have work to do. Chase the floating end. We should be on our way as well. We'll head to the outskirts of the village first, then set the Seeker to detect fire aspected ether. Can we not calibrate it to detect, like, levels? Because I think if we chase the most concentrated fire ether, we'll find it. Right, the Seeker is ready to go. Warlord's Echo is still suffused with Sky Ruin's residual ether, so I've excluded it from the search area to prevent it from swamping sensors. Let's begin tracking, shall we? Not quite the legendary creature we were after. Do you mind dealing with the fire sprite? It'll continue to confuse the Seeker if we leave it be. Sure, I mean, I've seen bigger. Probably overkill, but totally worth it. Necessary measure, I'm afraid. Let's try this again. Okay, I mean, at least it's bigger. Frightening enough, but again, not what we're looking for. If you would be so kind. Yep, no problem. Into it. My thanks. I'd ask if it gave you any trouble, but considering who I'm talking to. Seeker, resume tracking and do try to point out something useful this time. Another remnant of Valadramanda's last rampage. The crater flames registered to the Seeker as corporeal ether. The words of the Tural saga, when Valadramanda rages out of control, its fire burns forever, its ice does not thaw, and its lightning crackles without cease. Thus was the Dawn Servant able to turn the Sky Rune's perpetual magic against itself, trapping it in an unmelting prison of ice. There's no mundane fire, but some kind of everlasting sorcery. Once again, it is a strange feeling to see fanciful poetry proven true. The important thing is that the fire was classified as living ether. We can feed a sample of it into the Seeker and greatly improve its accuracy. One moment. There, now the Seeker should ignore any etheric signature but Valadramanda's. See, I knew it'd take 3 tries. Had I realized this was possible from the start, then you needn't to have fought those creatures at all. My apologies, it seems I still have much to learn from this journey as a cleaner and as a guide. Quite alright, we're all kind of figuring this out as we go. I don't know what I'm doing. This time the Seeker should be attracted solely to Valadramanda's ether. Soon checking based on the latest sample. The Seeker was drawn directly to the Sky Rune's fire. Now we know we've set the correct parameters for its ethereal aspect. I'll try increasing the threshold for etheric concentration, then it should direct us to the Tural the Draw himself. It looked for shelter. I think we'd noticed that Valadramanda was inside the passage. Let's head through to the other side. That was kinda my plan. Is that guy riding an ether current? So we're gonna get our names on a rock after this, right? Uh-oh, we broke our device.
Here, it seems. Could Valadramanda have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all. In any case, I'm almost certain the Tural was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor. We should let the others know we have a likely location.
Hey guys, we're tracking it.
Alphino is assisting the Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the injured.
So where is Valadramanda?
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Tural will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valadramanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
You are aware that there's a big scary monster up there.
It is not our intention to trespass. But you must understand, that's where Valadramanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question.
Well, then I guess we're gonna have to kick your ass.
Your band is incapable of defeating Valikarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warkor Lara Dor, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them? The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
And you guys could come too.
7
help out.
weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with this sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead.
A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural Vidral my father was unable to kill.
Both
Okay,
my
I
brothers
see how it
here.
is.
This battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
I'd like to see you try to stop him.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd
Really don't
thing
have
to
time for
say.
this.
As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation. I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace. If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
Oh, guys, we do not have time for this. The snake chicken is replenishing
She
its...
saved me from
Yeah.
the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone. We are still in her debt. This is true.
That's right, go have a picnic. We're gonna deal with the bird thing.
Consider the debt repaid. But do not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace, and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
With the other 2 claimants right next to you. That's right. You go have a picnic.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive. My old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tural becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Okay. That's so much a veiled insult.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
Agreed.
I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Just think of all the hot wings. Alright, this week we started off with a dungeon, and it looks like we're starting off next week with a trial. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Please remember to spay and neuter your pets and family members. До свидания.